Amorim's axe falls. Ruben Amorim has confirmed his plans to ruthlessly overhaul the Manchester United squad, admitting he's ready to sell underperforming players this summer. In this video, we dissect Amorim's shocking transfer admission, analyzing which Man United flops could be facing the exit door and what this means for the Red Devils' future. We'll cover everything you need to know about Amorim's ruthless transfer plans, including Amorim's admission. What exactly did Amorim say about selling Man United players? We'll break down his comments and analyze their significance. Potential Man United exits. Which players are at risk of being sold? We'll identify the underperformers and discuss their potential replacements. Amorim's transfer strategy. What kind of players is Amorim looking to bring in? We'll explore his vision for the team and analyze his potential transfer targets. Financial implications. How will these sales impact Man United's transfer budget? Will they be able to fund major signings? Fan reactions and expectations. How are Man United fans reacting to Amorim's ruthless approach? What are their hopes for the summer transfer window? The impact on team morale. How will these potential sales affect the remaining players? Will it create a positive or negative atmosphere within the squad? Current news context. We will also be referring to the current trending topics surrounding Manchester United, and how this transfer plan affects those topics. We'll analyze the potential consequences of Amorim's transfer strategy and discuss whether this is the shake-up Manchester United needs. Ruthless Ruben Amorim has warned that any Manchester United players who he deems to be harming the team will be shipped out this summer. Amorim, 40, has been unable to find a winning formula in his first 3 months at Old Trafford, and club chiefs are open to selling every member of their squad amid their growing financial concerns. Ex-Sporting Lisbon boss Amorim sanctioned the departures of Marcus Rashford, Antony, and Tyrell Malacia in January, all of whom left on loan but have clauses to make their exits permanent. But there's set to be far more outgoings in July and August, as Amorim has dropped his biggest hint yet that there'll be a summer clear-out at Old Trafford. "I don't like to be like that, ruthless, just to show strength," the Portuguese explained. "If the team is trying, and I understand that they are trying but they cannot do it, I am not ruthless. But when I feel that it is something which is going to harm the team, then I am quite ruthless." Amorim went on to admit that some players already know that they'll be leaving when the summer transfer window opens. "Everybody understands that in football sometimes you stay, sometimes you have to move on," he continued. "If I know how to explain it, I will do so because I like to be clear. I was a player and like to use that experience. When you are honest with someone, they can take it. In the beginning maybe it is hard, but they will understand. I'm quite honest with my players and sometimes they know they have to move on at the end of the season. We can talk about that in the end. Now there are still a lot of games to play. But that is clear and not a difficult situation. Any United players hoping to stake their claim under Amorim will likely be given an opportunity between now and the end of this season. The Red Devils are still both in the FA Cup and Europa League, although the next few days will be crucial to their chances of lifting silverware. United host Fulham on Sunday in a bid to reach the FA Cup quarter-finals, while Thursday sees Amorim and company travel to Spain, where they'll face Real Sociedad in the Europa League last 16. Next weekend, United return to Premier League action by hosting Arsenal. While Liverpool and Arsenal are involved in the title race and Manchester City and Chelsea are fighting for a place in the Champions League, Ruben Amorim's Man United side are still sitting in the bottom half of the Premier League season. While Liverpool and Arsenal are involved in the title race and Manchester City and Chelsea are fighting for a place in the Champions League, Ruben Amorim's Man United side are still sitting in the bottom half of the Premier League season. With less than 3 months left in the season to finish, a lot can change for the Red Devils, but no matter how much they improve in the Premier League, they will still end up short of their targets at the start of the season. Silverware in the FA Cup and the Europa League may offer some hope for the future to them, but they know that they need big changes at the club in order to match their former glory. According to Give Me Sport, Man United boss Ruben Amorim is not happy with the imbalanced squad at the club that he inherited and the club's recruitment. The Portuguese tactician has not been able to make wholesale changes at the club so far. His only major signing has been fullback Patrick Dorgu, which he signed from Italian side Lex in the January transfer window. Amorim is unhappy with the balance of the side, which has left him with midfielders like Casemiro and Christian Eriksen, who are at the end of their careers at the top level. Both are clearly past their peak and not good enough to play for a top Premier League side. Another thing that has upset the Man United boss is how there is a lot of pressure on the youngsters at the club to perform. Players like Kobbie Mainoo, Alejandro Garnacho and Rasmus Højlund are still raw and far from finished products, but due to the club's lack of depth and quality in the squad, the club's reliance on them has increased a lot. Amorim feels that it is unfair on the players who are still in their development phase. There is no doubt that the club's recruitment is not up to the mark, and most of the blame for that should go to former manager Erik ten Hag. Amorim deserves the backing of the club in the summer transfer window to make changes and sign players suited to his playing style.